A lone crow cries as the whiskey bottles dry. Dust devils dance where the chapel used to stand. Ghosts of the damned in this forsaken land. Echoes of train whistles like phantoms moan in a town too dead to die. A man walks alone. Oh, desert wind, carry my sins far and wide through cursed sands where my darkest secrets hide. Let the howling gale whisper what's been done under the haunting eye of the relentless sun. Her love was a mirage, a fleeting desert bloom, in a heart as arid as this God-forsaken tomb. Promises as empty as forgotten graves untold. Betrayal as bitter as the night desert cold. He remembers the fire, the burning church's glow, her silhouette in flames, the ultimate betrayal show. Oh, desert wind, carry my sins far and wide through cursed sands where my darkest secrets hide. Let the howling gale echo the love that died under the watchful stars where my remorse resides. By the ghost town's gate, he stands with gun in hand, facing the demon of his past in this no man's land. Words unspoken in the silence between each breath. The duel with his fate, a dance with death. Oh, desert wind, on you my last hope relies. Take this broken soul where the old love lies. In the dust, let my weary heart finally rest. In the barren plains that know my tale best. Oh, desert wind, carry me home to the skies. Let me find peace where the lone crow flies. In the hollows of a ghost town where the wind whispers sins, moonlight dances on shattered glass. The night show begins beneath the sway of a hangman's tree. Shadows merge and part. Each step they take, a silent claim on a forsaken heart. So waltz, waltz with the shadows under the devil's moon, where coyotes howl and the whiskey drowns out sorrow's tune. In the dust of cursed lands where lost souls find their cause, at the shadows waltz. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes and a storm in her laugh. Promised her forever 'neath the stars on our broken path. But betrayal's breeze swept through our dreams, left me cold and scorned, with nothing but her echo in the chapel where we'd sworn. So waltz, waltz with the shadows under the devil's moon, past burning churches, through the night that can't come too soon. For every love that's lost, a specter's tale it installs. We dance a dance of vengeance in the shadows waltz. By the old train tracks I heard the whistle of our past, a melody so bitter in desert wind so vast. She's just a ghost in the tumbleweeds, a whisper in my flask. Tonight the shadows claim me as I rip off the mask. Waltz, waltz with the shadows, let the cold truth be shown. In this silent desert, revenge burns in the bones. Here's to the love forgotten, in their graves unadorned. We fade into the night where only shadows are reborn. So I'll meet her at the crossroads where our old love had died, in the haunted quiet where the last of trust had lied. Together we'll embrace in a dance that never stalls, forever caught in the endless loop of the shadows waltz. Under a blood-red sky where the vultures circle high, dust devils dance where the old church lies in ruins. Whiskey bottles clink in the silence of the ghost town. Every wall is a story, every shadow a warning. Echoes from the cursed land, they call my name through the whisper of the train, like a lost refrain. Here under the desert sun, where my sins lie bare, the wind carries my burden, a song of despair. Once loved a girl with eyes like the stormy night, betrayed by a kiss in the flicker of the lantern light. Her laughter now a memory, fading in the swirling dust. Her vows lie forgotten like a pistol left to rust. Echoes from the cursed land, a haunting plea in the howl of the night wind. She speaks to me, bound by bloodstained dreams in these silent streets. Every stone tells a my soul from pain. But the heavens stay silent, just like her grave, hidden wide in this cursed land. Even redemption has died. Echoes from the cursed land, I embrace the fire. Alone outlaws lament, strung on rusty wire. Let the desert claim me, let the spirits judge my stand. In the heart of the silence of this forsaken land. Out where the wind whispers moans through the ghost town, streets empty as the bottles in my hand last night thrown down. Train whistles cry like the haunted tales they say. Whiskey breath and dusty boots leads a man astray. In the shadow of the church where the fire still burns lies a heart scorned by the lesson never learned. Silent grave ballad sung by the damned and the saved. Every whispered note a secret from the grave. Her love was a mirage, a sweet desert rose with thorns. Promise forever left me nothing but scorn. A storm rolled in, the sky scornful and gray. Found her whispers in the wind, but her shadow slipped away. Under the steeple of smoke where our sins lay in the ash, I recall the firelight in her eyes, gone in a flash. Silent grave ballad, echoes of a love that craved, each lingering melody crafted by the betrayed. To have round the burning church, the night air heavy and stale. Ballad of the silent grave tells a sorrowful tale. Acceptance in the dust under stars that misbehave. Revenge just a ghost among the stones of each grave. Every line rings like the last breath of a man alone. Echoes off the canyon walls through the marrow and bone. Out where the dust swirls the secrets it keeps, the sun bleeds red over cracked earth deep. Ghost towns whisper with the voices of the scorned in the shadow of a church where vows were torn. Echoes from the lonely road calling me to bear my load. Whiskey numbs a heart so cold. On this cursed path I stroll, where the night hides the sins I sold. Echoes from the lonely road. find an old bottle label worn and frayed, like the love we made, it just faded away. Train whistle moans through the silent night, a reminder of the flight in the fading light. Echoes from the lonely road, haunting every tale I've told. The wind whispers bold deeds old, beneath the stars so cruel and bold. In the dust where my dreams are rolled, echoes from the lonely road. That burning church, the flames lick sky high, reflecting the fire that still burns in my eye. Confronting the ghost in this deserted hell, my heart's revenge, only time will tell. Echoes from the lonely road, revenge is a debt I owed. Across silent deserts to forgotten graves I roll, letting go of the past I told. Echoes from the lonely road, echoes of the truth bestowed. In this ballad, the haunted desert and fading memories conjure a story of loss and revenge, captured through vivid imagery in a weathered vocal style that embodies the spirit of the lonely road. In the town of Shadow Hollow, under a blood-red sky, the wind cries through the chapel where forgotten secrets lie. Dust devils spin the tales of a love that met its pyre, silent as a whiskey that fuels the church fire. Hear the whispers in the church fire, crackling with the sins of lovers crossed by fate's cruel hand, where madness begins. Burning embers tell of hearts entwined in blackened wire, echoes of the damned in the flames of the church fire. Lonely is the night when the ghost train wails its sorrow, haunting the forsaken where no hope shines on the morrow. She wore lace that glimmered under the moon's cold ire, betrayed by a silver tongue, her truth swallowed by fire. Listen to the whispers in the church fire, mournful and grim, stories of a preacher man whose light grew dreadfully dim. The ash settles like snow on the cursed land's funeral pyre, silhouettes dance caught in the wrath of the church fire. I see her face once more, her beauty a specter on heaven's forsaken shore. With each crackle her voice calls for retribution dire. In the heart of the blaze I confront my heart's liar. There's peace in the whispers of the church fire, fading away as the dawn breaks over bones in the cool light of day. What's gone is gone, with the smoke rising higher, and I'll leave behind the shadows and the last of the church fire.
This song weaves through the haunting echoes of love lost and the chilling pursuit of revenge, all set against a backdrop of a cursed town, consumed by fire and shadow.
Out where the dust whips the silence around, in a valley where the damned souls parade, stands an old town, just curses and shrouds, where even the brave seldom tread. Echoes of train whistles, sad midnight calls, whiskey bottles shattered by ghostly despair, each crumbling wall a story it bawls of love lost and lives claimed unfair. Dance, dance, the dead man's valley waltz, under moonlight with shadows you've crossed. Twirl with the memories and the desert frost. Dance, dance till you pay the final cost. Once loved a maiden with fire in her eyes. In this town my heart she did claim, but betrayal burns under cold starlit skies. She left the church burned in her name. I searched every canyon, called out in vain. Only echoes of my pleas came on back. The wind laughed, carrying her sweet scent again on the same dusty, forsaken track. Dance, dance, the dead man's valley waltz, spin with spirits, the old tales retold. Twirl with the dust where your dreams were sold. Dance, dance till the truth unfolds. In the tavern's low light, I heard a tale old of a lady with eyes fiery red. Haunted the valley seeking love she once sold, for gold to the now walking dead. I knew right then what next I must face, the ghost of my past and her deceitful grave. Dance, dance, the dead man's valley waltz, with the ghost of my lost false heart cause. Twirl her around, in the silence we'll pause. Dance, dance in the cold under stars' applause. Let her go, let the past finally die, as the valley keeps our waltz alive. Dance, dance till the end justifies the pain, the love, under wide open skies.
That old ghost moon, shadows stretch from the black saloon. Dusty boots by the door, echoes from a deadly tune. Whiskey burns through forgotten fears in the silence between your sins and tears. Wind whispers tales of a cursed man's fate, lost loves and lies and the wrath they create. Midnight in the dusty boots where the desert holds its breath. Every step is a heavy truth in the dance of life and death. Gunslingers and the outlaws tale of a burning church where a bride never left her perch. Veil like smoke in the dust storm swirl, vengeance the heart's eternal whirl. A train whistle moans a lonesome cry, past the graves no one dares to spy. Ghost of a man with nothing to lose, paid his debts in blood and bruise. Midnight in the dusty boots, under skies of bleeding wheat. Echoes of the gunshots ring where the scorched earth holds its keep. From the shadows of the gallows high to the edges of the town, a lone figure walks the night with a head brimmed down. In the silence faced the mirror's crack, saw the darkness staring back. End of his wandering, end of the chase, a bullet's goodbye, the past to erase. Midnight in the dusty boots, redemption's bitter taste. Haunted by the roads he rode and the life that he laid waste. Now he sleeps beneath the stars that watch without a sound. Peace in the cursed lands and the ground he finally found. Every chord's drum tells the tale in the land where lost souls wail. Midnight in the dusty boots, an outlaw's final faithful trail. In the shadow of a burning church, under a blood-red sky, I met her eyes a stormy gray in the town where hopes come to die. The wind whispered through crumbling walls, carrying tales of deceit. Where a love once bloomed, now just ghostly feet. Echoing past the whiskey stains and the streets of regret. Dancing with lost love under the silver moon's glow. In the heart of a cursed land where the cold winds blow. Just shadows swaying where the wild roses thrive. Dancing with memories that are no longer alive. The train whistles a lonesome tune past forgotten graves. She vanished like smoke on a breeze across the plains. Here in this deserted place where we once swore our oath, lies the shattered pieces of my trust wrapped in her ghostly cloak. Each step we danced, a tale of a love that the devil had bet. Dancing with lost love under the silver moon's glow. In the heart of a cursed land where the cold winds blow. Just shadows swaying where the wild roses thrive. Dancing with memories that are no longer alive. At the stroke of midnight by the old gallows tree, I faced her spirit, asking why she betrayed me. With a tear of ethereal pain, she confessed her sin, hand in hand with my best friend. Where my end did begin,
dancing with lost love, as the stars witness above. Forgiveness, a burden too heavy to wear. Resignation, my partner in this ghostly affair. We're just shadows swaying beneath the judgmental sky, dancing with a ghost as life passes us by.
Where the dust whispers secrets to the dawn, stands a shadow of a man with a heart long gone. Whiskey stains the stories of the love he once knew, roaming through ghost towns under skies so cruel and blue. Echoes from the gunslinger, cries lost to the wind, a trail of broken vows and sins he can't rescind. Each shot that rang out left a soul to grieve, in the haunted whispers he can never leave. By the light of a lantern he recalls her face, in a burning church embrace they found their grace. But a brother's betrayal, like a serpent's hiss, left him cold and wandering in a cursed abyss. Echoes from the gunslinger, shadows in the sun, haunted by the ghosts of what he's done. Every empty bottle, a memoir of pain, drenched in the sorrow of a desert's rain. Underneath the silver gleam of a merciless moon, he faces down his past in the desolate saloon. The truth hits harder than the bullets he's dodged. Alone with the silence, a man forever lost. Echoes of the gunslinger dirge in the sands, a life spent grasping bloodied hands. Now he rides to the horizon where his demons dwell, in the echoes of his heart, a never-ending knell. So listen close when the train whistle wails, past forgotten graves where justice fails. For every story ends, but his legend stays, a gunslinger's echo, lost in the haze. In the shadow of the valley, where the sun forgets to shine, lies a town too rough for devils, soaked in blood red as the wine. Whiskey bottles line the barroom where lost souls come to stand, and ghostly whispers fill the night air neath the cursed and barren. Underneath the moon so hollow, silent screams begin to rise, as the dust storms claim tomorrow, masking stars from haunted skies. There's no redemption, only sorrow, in this God-forsaken sand. Life and death both share a secret, here beneath the cursed land. Once a lover sweet as summer fell to darkness deep and wide. Her betrayal like no other took my peace with her lies. In the churchyard by the river, burning embers told of plans to leave me shackled by her memory, scarred beneath the cursed land. Underneath the moon so hollow, silent screams begin to rise as the dust storms claim tomorrow, masking stars from haunted skies. Love's a ghost I'll always follow through this dry, forsaken sand. My heart is empty as the bottles here beneath the cursed land. Train whistle moans a mournful tune across the way so wide and far. Each note a spike within my heart, beneath the dim and distant stars. The wind it carries both our tales of dreams that turn to drifting sands. No more to roll my face, my fate, with bloodied heart and gun in hand. Revenge or mercy hard to swallow. Either way it's never right. Forgotten graves bear silent witness to the justice I demand. I find some peace amidst the darkness here beneath the cursed land. In the shadow of the old ghost town, the clocks all froze at 12. The wind whispers secrets in a language of a dusty spell. Whiskey bottle lying empty next to boots worn by the gales. Underneath the stars that flicker over lands that God forgot. Midnight in the silent grave, where the lost souls come to play. Echoes of the train whistle, moans of wood on the old gallows way. Every grain of sand a memory, every stone a broken heart. Midnight in the silent grave, where the past tears you apart. She was red, the flame of the prairie, burning fierce and burning bright. Left me cold beside the river where we kissed under the night. Found her whisper in a letter with the truth as sharp as knives. Said she's gone to seek her fortune, left me dead but still alive. Midnight in the silent grave, where shadows stretch and reach. Sound of burning church bells ringing far beyond the preacher's speech. Every flame a faded love, haunted desert shell. The song drips with the essence of a haunted, forsaken place. The music, a slow haunting melody that walks through the ruins of love and betrayal. Out where the whiskey whispers in the wind, scorched land, rattling the skeletons of ghost towns in its command. Dust devils dance where the church once proudly stood, now just charred wood framing betrayal's neighborhood. On the ashes of the lonely road where my heart lays bare, each step stirs the stories that the dead refuse to spare. The whiskey bottle's empty, like the promises she made, under the shadow of the cross where my sins were paid. The moonlight cast long shadows like fingers on my past. Her love was a desert flower, never meant to last. From the silent desert to the cursed train tracking, her whispers still haunt me with the winds they send. On the ashes of the lonely road where ghosts claim their due, every footfall echoes a past died in midnight hill. The whiskey bottles shattered like the lies we lived in the dust of forgotten graves, and nothing's left to give. There's a storm that's coming with memories that stirs of burning churches and the vengeance that occurs. The sky cries her name in a thunderous mournful ode, her betrayal the spark, my heart the road it erodes. On the ashes of the lonely road I embrace my fate, riding through the shadows of her love turned hate. This whiskey bottle's broken like the oath I swore. On the lonely road I wandered, alone forevermore. Each line etches deep into the soul of a man scarred by love and deceit, marking his journey through a haunted, relentless landscape that mirrors his own in the desolation. Out by the edge where the red dust blows, under the shadow of a barn aglow, whiskey bottles lie scattered in the sand, echoes of a pistol in a trembling hand. carries a train's lonesome cry, past forgotten graves where the restless lie. Beneath the burning barn, flames lick the cursed land, ashes of a love lost slipping through my hand. Ghost town hearts, silent in their plight, beneath the burning barn, I face my darkest night. She was a beauty with eyes so wild and free. In a chapel of dreams she promised herself to me, but whispers trailed over the scorched church floor. Her heart betrayed with a stranger she tore. Now the desert knows the secrets we keep under the burning skies where angels weep. Beneath the burning barn, embers of deceit, oh, love turns to vengeance, bitter and bleak. Dust storms rage where we once danced so right, beneath the burning barn, I face my darkest night. In the glow of the inferno, I see her face, haunted, hollow, a ghostly grace. A reckoning comes with the desert's moan. Under the crimson sky I stand alone. The fire whispers her silent confession. In the ashes I find my absolution. Beneath the burning barn, where all ghosts reside, I lay down my burdens by the fireside. Revenge or redemption, the line wears thin. Beneath the burning barn, let the end begin. In the silence after the flames, I walk away, nothing's the same. Out where the whistle splits the silence beneath the scorched sun's glare, rode a man with shadows in his eyes and dust tangled in his hair. In a ghost town where his boots fell, echo tales of cursed gold. Every step a story of betrayal, every shadow bore a soul. Buried in the last ride, where the vultures circle slow. Lost loves whisper in the dust storm, where the silent deserts know. His heart a forgotten graveyard, his dreams like whiskey poured. Buried in the last ride, by the gun or by the sword. He once loved a maiden fair as dawn, with a laugh like springtime's creek. But the outlaw's path was written sand by fate both cruel and bleak. In his wake a church was burning, in his hand her lockets chill. Betrayed by a brother's greed, in the night when time stood still. Buried in the last ride, neath the stars' accusing glow. Lost loves cry in the dust storm, where only the brave dare go. His path a line of tombstones, his drink the bitter cord. Buried in the last ride, by the lie or by the word. At the crossroads under moonlight, with the devil's
heard in the silence. One man falls, the truth is sown. Buried in the last ride, where the sagebrush holds the wind. Lost love sigh in the dust storm, where the sinner's tales are penned. Now he rides the endless prairie, where the lost souls went and war. Buried in the last ride, with his peace or with his sword.
In the shadow of the valley where the dead towns lie, the sun bleeds crimson over dusty cries. Whiskey bottles preach in the hands of ghosts. Underneath the ashes, that's what burns the most. A train whistle moans through the cursed night air. A lonely hymn for the hearts laid bare. Beneath the ashes, there's fire still alive, eating through the memories that I can't revive. On a bed of coals, where my sins confess, underneath the ashes is where I'll wear my regrets. Once had a lover with eyes so wild, built dreams in this wasteland flawed and defiled. But the church caught fire one wrathful eve, left nothing but shadows and the ghosts of belief. Promises crumble like the burnt oak beams. Now her specter haunts the ruins of my dreams. Beneath the ashes, there's pain that won't die, smoldering whispers of her last goodbye. On a bed of coals, where truth never rests, underneath the ashes is where I lost the best. There in the silence of the blackened plain, I face the wind and my heart's remains. Curse the land's whisper with a vengeful tone. Revenge is calling from its dusty throne. Beneath the ashes, the flames rise again. A phoenix wrath in the shape of a man. On a bed of coals, with my fate embraced, underneath the ashes I leave this haunted place. In a town where the whistling winds carry sin, under the ghost moon's pale watchful eye, lies a dusty road where shadows begin, and the truths you hear are oft a lie. Whiskey bottles clink in forgotten saloons, echoes of laughter buried in sand. Each step kicks up curses under the blood-red moons. In the silent desert, a gun in my hand. Shadows dance over gunpowder serenade, echoes of a bullet through the heart betrayed, where the lost souls wander and the brave ones fade, underneath the sky of a gunsmoke charade. fill the autumn air. In a church that now burns in eternal flame. Promises made in the heat of a desperate prayer. Gone with the wind, just whispers of her name. Dust storms rise where our dreams used to lay. Train whistles mourn like the cries of the damned. In the night, the cold stars have much to say about a love lost and a life forever banned. Shadows dance over gunpowder serenade. Revenge stirs the dust where our bed was made. Ghost towns hold secrets of the love that decayed. And the heart counts the cost of the games that were played. In the coldest hour, the desert speaks of cursed lands and the vengeance it seeks. Face to face, my fate with a gun echoes loud, what's done is done. The shadows whisper over gunpowder serenade. In the silence, my soul's debts are paid. Across this cursed land, I'll let my memories fade. With one last bullet, my peace is made. In the echoes of my gunpowder serenade.
In the heart of a dust-choked ghost town's embrace, where the whispers tell tales of a cursed man's fate. Moonlight casts shadows on a church burnt and bare, silent as the secrets that the dead choose to share. Old whiskey bottles lay like bones in the sand, each one a marker of a life lost to the damned. Dance with the devil in the pale moonlight. Spin with your demons till the morning turns night. Lost in the waltz of revenge and despair. Heaven don't find those who linger there. Under a sky that bleeds red with regret, a lone train whistle moans, sings the debts yet unmet. Love's sweet memory, now a ghost on the breeze, wanders through forgotten graves neath the ring trees. I struck a deal on a heartbreak ridge's rim, traded my soul for a chance to avenge him. Dance with the devil in the cold desert air. Spin with your shadows, all your burdens to bear. Lost in the waltz under silent stars glare. Only the lost know the weight of despair. Face to face with the beast at the edge of the night. His grin a cold fire's words a serpent's bite. Did you find what you sought in the pain and the strife? I found nothing but a haunted, forsaken life.
There's a road that cuts through the heart of the desert, lined with the bones of the stories untold. Whiskey bottles and dust-storm devils, echoes of train whistles, haunting and cold. A church on the hillside, it's burning in silence. Ghost town secrets where the cursed lands unfold. Lonely road and smoke, where my demons provoke. The shadows cast long by the sins I revoke. This outlaw's heart beating under the moon's croak, on that lonely road, wrapped in whispers and smoke. Was a lover who lied beneath a dead oak. Her promises as empty as a forgotten grave. In her eyes a tempest, and in her words a choke of a tale so twisted it's told by the brave. Left me for dead in a land that God never spoke. Now her ghost in the mirror of the choices I gave. Where my past comes to poke beneath stars that watch like they know my yoke. This cursed path I tread, where my name is a joke, on that lonely road, lost in ashes and smoke. This vengeance I nurse is a path laid out by the turn of her curse. My heart's branded deep with the black of her hearse. But tonight at the crossroads I'll settle this verse. Each verse and chorus of the song paints a vivid picture of a haunting journey filled with betrayal and loss, setting the stage for a final, dramatic confrontation with fate.
Swallowed by the shadows of the past, where the wind whispers secrets in the dust. I walk the streets, a ghost among the ruins, a whiskey bottle clutched in these cursed hands. Old train whistles moan a song of what was lost. Echoes of laughter, now just empty sounds. I'm dancing with the lonely road under the pale moon's glow, spinning tales of a love that died and the revenge I came to know. Each step a story of betrayal in this silent desert night, where my heart beats in the rhythm of the fading twilight. There's a church at the edge where the prairie meets the sky. Its cross stands black against the fire it once knew. She promised forever by those old burning pews, but lies festered under the bell's solemn toll. Now her whispers haunt the canyons like a curse. In the cold grip of night, I recall every word. I'm dancing with the lonely road under the stars' harsh light, haunted by the love we made before it turned to spite. Each gust of dust a memory in this barren whispered lore, where shadows move to the tune of the promises she wore. Here stands the gallows where truth came undone, revealed in the hollow wind of a gun. Her ghost in the shadows, with eyes so forlorn, weeps for the man that revenge has now torn.